1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In the face, slim in the waist. 10 in the face, slim in the waist. 10 in the face, slim in the waist. Do you want to taste? Do you want to taste?
Check it, not from the bay, but I can make you go hype. Your girl won't like me, but your boy might wife. Do the right thing, just like your name was Spike Lee. Ain't gotta do much to write in checks like Nike, Nike, Nike. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Nessa, aka Blasian Mommy, and this is the Realness Podcast, a podcast where I share my thoughts and ideas from a Blasian perspective. All right, y'all. So I was thinking about what I could talk about this week, and like I said, I have a few different topics that I want to talk about, but right now I'm like keeping it like nice and light. So last episode I talked about different journaling prompts. I gave you guys some ideas on what you guys wanted to if you guys have writer's block or wanted to get into journaling and didn't know where to start. I gave some of my opinions on a list that I created, right? After looking at that list last episode, there was one that stood out to me, and I was like, let me try to do this. And although I didn't physically write it down, I decided that I can just tell y'all what it is, right? So one of the journal prompts were, what are 10 of your best qualities? And some people might be like, oh, that's easy, blah, 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 blah. Me, on the other hand, it takes it takes a lot for me to think, because I don't know, it's just tough. Like, even when I used to do music back in the day, I came up with some of the songs were hard for me to write, because it was like songs that were uplifting and all that, in which it's a dope thing. When it came to me empowering myself, talking about myself, I had a lot of issues, and I struggled with my insecurities and not being very confident, right? So I was like, okay, 10, most people think that's a small number, but to me it was a lot. But I did try, so I came up with a list of 10 and a few honorable mentions on what qualities I feel like I fell under. Okay, so top 10 of Vanessa's best qualities are: number 10, I said that I was considerate. I'm a very considerate person, and I usually look into others' feelings before my own. Sometimes I'm like, okay, well, if I don't know, I think about others first before myself. And although that's not always the best thing, that is something that I know that I'm really good at being, and that's considering other people's feelings. Number 9, I said that I'm very open minded. Um, I don't like to, there's no one size fits all. So when people talk about different opportunities or their thought process, I actually like to listen to it and keep an open mind, even if I may 100% disagree. I want to get an understanding on, oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I'm understanding. That was one of my next ones. But I want to, I want to get an understanding on why you feel that your point is more valid than mine, or whatever. Like I said, like, I don't really get into debates, but I like to, like, listen to see what your thought process is, even if I agree or not. Next, I'm just going to go jump in the bag and say understanding, because I'm a very understanding person. Sometimes a little too understanding, to the point where people are like, yeah, Ness, you tripping. And when I say that, it's because I've had, like, situations where I'm a little too understanding and too nice. So this is, yeah, I'm keeping it real, right? So I've had situations where I've dealt with a man or men in the past, and instead, or I've been cheated on, And most people are like, "Oh, you're dumb. I get back with him." I feel like if so many people go through so many different things and emotions and feelings, and unless it's to the point where it's something you can't move forward, you can't move past, um, from, then I do believe that if you guys are willing, if you guys really love each other enough to work things out, and it's not really like a reoccurring thing, it's something that um happened, had you had a weak moment, they had a weak moment, then I do believe that it's best to get understanding and hope that you guys can work to find ways for it to not happen again. And if you feel like it may happen again or does happen again, then you choose to realize, okay, this ain't it, let's dip on out of here. Okay, so next I'm gonna go with I'm very accommodating or flexible. I'm like that at work, especially, and I do believe that sometimes it's not the best thing because I do tend to overextend myself. But it is a great quality when things happen last minute. And although I don't like last minute things, I do find a way to accommodate and make sure that I get things done, or at least I do my part to have it you know be successful and execute in any way possible. And as far as flexible, I am very flexible. I wish in a physical sense I was, but flexible in a sense where I can adapt to different situations and possibly move my schedule around or my thoughts and ideas around so that we can come to an agreement. Next is dependable. I am very dependable. um, I did not put my time management isn't my best suit, so I'm not a punctual person, but you can depend on the fact that I will be there. uh, just not on time, but I'll be there. um, Anytime like my friends need me for advice, or if they need a ride, or almost anything, they people know that they can depend on me. And sometimes it does become a bit taxing, and yeah, but it is what it is. Okay, next I put loyal. So I am very loyal. I'm a very loyal person. And sometimes, again, like all the qualities that I'm stating, there's like pros and cons to it for me anyways. But like I said, I'm a very loyal person. Sometimes I'm a little too loyal, and I say that because sometimes I'm loyal to people that I shouldn't be loyal to, or should I say I'm loyal to people that aren't loyal to me. And yeah, that's, I got stories for days, but just gonna keep it going on this list. But being loyal is a great quality to have, um, because there's not a lot of people out here that values other people's feelings. You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's a sad, sad world. But I'm just glad that I hold my standards and my ethics to a certain quality, or to a certain standard. No, but I'm glad that I choose to be a very loyal person, even though some people aren't the nicest. But instead of wringing their names through the mud, which a lot of times I've had people tell me that I need to stop being loyal to people. But I just don't roll like that. Like, even if you do me dirty, don't mean that I'm gonna have to do the same. You feel me? The next is honest. I am a very honest person. Of course, sometimes I have to, keep a little white lie here and there. But for the most part, I am a very honest person. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I also, yeah, because I mean, I do give tough love, but sometimes I'm just like, I say it in a way where it's not as aggressive. I know people that are like that, and although some people are like, yeah, I need that type of honesty, it's like, yeah, but sometimes it's all about the delivery. You know what I mean? You don't have to sugarcoat things, but you also can let them know what it is and what people need to work on, or their faults and their flaws, and just let them know we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But this is something that obviously you either are not aware of, or you are aware of it but just don't know how to, um you know what I mean, you don't know how to go about it or whatever. And you can give, not that I'm a guru or anything, but I usually will give different type of um opinions and advice on suggest excuse me, that's the term I was looking for, suggestions on how to possibly change that manner. Next, I am empathetic. I am don't don't confuse it with pathetic, because I'm not. I'm empathetic. I have empathy for people. I'm an empath, and I do believe that that word gets thrown out so loosely nowadays. Um, if you don't know what an empath is somebody who like basically absorbs energy and your pains and struggles. And I do believe you do have to create boundaries, because that becomes very taxing and becomes very draining, to the point where like I've had situations where I've had multiple people roughly around the same time vent to me and dump, what I like to call dump, their their baggage on me, so to speak. And they unpack their bags and they just let it rip. And I'm sitting here like, oh, so I'm taking all of that in, trying to work my magic on, giving what type of advice or suggestions that I have. Or sometimes they just want someone to sit there and listen, and I tend to wear a lot of hats. And when I am taking that type of role or position in somebody's life, it sometimes becomes taxing when it's multiple people doing it at one time, and draining, and to the point where I find myself like, I can have a great day and then I'll go home and sit in my car and I'll sit there and cry out of nowhere. And I'm just like, dude, why am I crying? You know what I mean? But it's because all that energy, and it's like, it's to the point where now, like, I like to, I got this from my boss. Like, she always like lets us know, like, hey, if you're not healthy, then let me know. And what she means by not being healthy, it means that you're just not mentally stable. That sounds horrible. Not horrible, but that sounds a bit much. You're not mentally capable of enduring that type of heavy conversation right now. You know what I mean? So just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not healthy. So what I like to do, I don't expect other people to do, but what I personally like to do is, if I feel the need to dump, I would hit up, I only have certain people that I would dump on, so to speak. But I would always ask them, hey, are you healthy? Are you healthy? Or I'll ask like, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Like, kind of get like a feel of how their day went, what their energy is like. I like to test the temperature first, and then I'll be like, okay. But I do always give a I let them know like, hey, I need a vent. Are you capable of listening to this, or should I come at you another time? And most people, they don't know how to say, no, I can't listen to that right now, or no, I'm not healthy. So like I said, I have my particular people where I know them, so I don't even really have to ask. I test the temperature of them first, and then I determine whether or not I feel like they are being truthful, or they just want to listen and help, because I know I do it for them in a heartbeat. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I am an empath. I'm very empathetic. Next, I am very helpful, a little too helpful sometimes. Like I said, I bring it up again. I overextend myself at times, but there's just something about like helping people that brings me joy. Like, I freaking love helping people, and it just makes me so happy. Like, just to make sure that, oh, because not I don't want to take credit. I don't want to say, oh, because of me, woo through woo, whatever. No, but it's like, if something brings you joy, and I put in a little sprinkle of my little magic, or just Nessa over here put in her little input, and it causes for a greater outcome, then that makes me, that brings music to my heart, to my ears, to my soul, you know what I'm saying? But yes, so I'm a very helpful person. And last but not least, number one, numero uno, I'm dope. I am dope. I yeah, that's one of my best qualities. Like overall, I'm just a dope individual, and I know some of y'all might be like, "Girl, what?" No, and I say that because I've never really said that before. Like I say it more now, more than ever, but before I couldn't even say that. Like I would think it would be me being conceited, and yeah, no. So yeah, that was my top 10 best qualities list of Miss Nessa. Some honorable mentions. I'm selfless, and I am funny, and I am very sincere. And I say selfless. I didn't put that on a list because I am practicing on becoming a little bit more selfish. And I say that because, again, like I said, this is the third time I'm saying it. I tend to overextend myself. And some people equate being selfish as a negative thing, when in reality, it's only negative if you are doing it to, in a, how do I say that? It's only negative if, like, for instance, if I have pizza. Everybody love pizza. You see, I'm a carb addict. I love pizza. Now, I'm chilling with you as a listener. I got a full box of pizza, and you have nothing at all, and I'm starving. I haven't eaten nothing all day, man. I hear brr, brr, brr. I hear you think rumbling, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting here like, dang, sucks to be you. All right, well, have a good day. Eat in your face and do all that. That's selfish. That's not okay. Now, if I am in a position where I had a long day and I'm not feeling the best right now, and I just need to decompress and then just chill and just get myself together, and you hit me up and you was like, "Hey girl, I need you to talk. I need to talk to you. I need you to pull up because Tyrone over here, give me the runaround." And okay, why did that? I need to stop with that. That's like being stereotypical. I'm going to change it and say, girl, my man, I'm not even going to give him a name. My man over here playing with me. I am not feeling it. Girl, I need you to come over here. We need to have some wine. We need to kick it. We need to do this. We got to go stock his baby mama's pay. Now, after the state that I just said I was in, of course, my girl not knowing, I need to be selfish for myself and say, you know what, girl, I'm sorry, you got that going on right now, but I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to have to pass because, I got some things going on right now. So I need to focus on me. But if anything changes, I will let you know. If not, we can link up tomorrow or this weekend, but girl, I apologize. And I mean, technically you shouldn't even have to apologize, but I know the type of person I am, I probably would apologize. So yeah, I can only speak for myself, but yeah. So that was, that's me practicing being more selfish because I've been a very selfless person. And like I said, funny because I like to crack jokes. I don't feel like I'm the funniest on this podcast by myself because I'm talking to myself. So yeah, something that I might find funny, y'all might think I'm crazy. But when I'm amongst company, I can honestly say that I feel like I can crack a few jokes that are funny and amusing to myself, and that's all that matters. And the last but not least, like I said, my last honorable mention is me being sincere. Anything and everything that I do is usually, with good intentions. So I try my best to be, sincere about anything that I do or that I say, even if it's something not the most nicest, but I do say it with good intentions. But yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to do a quick rundown, do a little something different, and talk more about me. I mean, this is the realness, so you guys are really getting to know me, so I don't see nothing wrong with this. If you want me to do more videos like this because you want to get to know me, or you just want to know how dope of an individual I am, then let me know. Comment below, DM me, email me, do all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Till next time. I'm not gonna say what I said last time. What did I say last time? I think I said see you soon, even though I know you can't see me, so I'm not gonna say that. So I'm just gonna leave it at this and just be like, deuces.